Welcome back, everybody. We're back here. My name is Bob Calvert, your host on TalkingWithHeroes.com, our online news site. Thank you for your service .us. And we're back here in Panjshir province at FOB Lion. And we're going to be talking now again with Tech Sergeant Jordan White. Welcome back to Talking with Heroes.
It's good to be back.
Thank you. Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how long you've served?
Okay. My name's Tech Sergeant Jordan White. I've been in the Air Force about 15 years now. I was born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm an avid Ohio State Buckeye fan. Go Bucks. I have a younger brother. His name is Nathan White. He's also in the Air Force. He's a captain, weapons systems officer. He flies in the back seat of the F-15s. He's stationed out of Seymour Johnson in North Carolina. I'm a photographer. Combat camera, whatever the Air Force needs from me.
So do you go out on missions and filming?
Absolutely. It depends on your location. We have a broad scope. We do anything from battle damage assessments to propaganda. If we bomb a facility and local media says, it was a children's hospital, we go in and document and prove otherwise. Anything from there to when I was deployed in Iraq, I was embedded with an EOD team, part of a weapons intelligence group, where we took forensics off of IEDs. We established bombers, tactics and procedures, and we dismantled the IEDs and tried to figure out how to work them and brief soldiers on how to be safer around them.
Interesting. So is that what you're doing here then on the FOB basically, is photography? I
am a photographer here. Okay. I'm fortunate enough to be in the province of Panjshir. The Panjshiris are notorious throughout history for providing their own security. So we are in what we call a non-kinetic environment. No attacks. The Panjshiris provide their own security, which is helpful because we're able to get out and do a lot more missions and actually touch base with the people on a one-to-one basis. We don't approach them in body armor, helmets, weapons out like other PRT teams are having to do in other provinces. We can approach them and talk to them one-to-one.
I'm really looking forward to that when we go out on these missions.
It is very, if you've done some time in Iraq, which I know you have, it is, initially it's a very uncomfortable position to be in, but it's fantastic. From my opinion, this province is the end state. This is where we would like all other provinces to get to.
I understand there are like 6 or 7 other provinces in a similar state in terms of the security is good, and so as a result you have all this reconstruction and projects going on, right?
Absolutely. When you're not being attacked or fired upon, it allows you to get out and touch base with the local government, see what projects they nominate, see what we can do to help. We have a fantastic engineering corps here, an agriculture team that is actually able to get down and sit with the locals and discuss how we can help and to educate them on how to sustain their projects once we leave.
Okay. Now there's a lot of people that live right around here in the mountains, right?
Absolutely.
I saw some of the homes out there just outside the FOB.
Yeah, the homes are pretty interesting, and I wish everyone could come over here and see them. They are living in a very challenging climate and a challenging environment, but they make amazing things with the assets they have.
I've always wondered if it would be kind of neat to go into some of the homes, because when you look at them, either from the air when you're flying over or just like here, you wonder how they can live in them. But I've heard the inside is a totally different look.
Hopefully we'll have the ability to do that on one of the missions.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
nice.
which projects we're exactly taking you out to see, but hopefully we'll have that option.
Okay, great. What about care packages and letters? We were talking about that earlier. Are you getting some, or your family and friends, or organizations?
Yeah, my parents, having two sons that are both in the military, are very good about sending care packages. This is not my first deployment, so I tend to travel very light. I actually enjoy living out here as a minimalist. So I really haven't gotten many packages, but anything I've ever needed or requested, I've received.
Great. So would you like to give a shout out to family and friends back home?
I would like to. I have 2 children that live with my ex-wife in Las Vegas. I'd like to say hello to them. Hello, Haley. Hello, Morgan. And I'd like to thank my ex-wife, Amy. It would be very challenging to deploy if you couldn't sleep at night knowing that your children weren't taken care of. She's a great mother, and I appreciate it, but I look forward to getting home.
Great. So now you're going to take us out. We're going to look and check out some more of the little behind-the-scenes stuff, right?
Absolutely. We need to see how folks live here on FOB Lion.
Okay, and I guess one of the places we're going to go is where I'm bunked up right now.
Let's go see your bunk.
Sure. Okay, well, we'll come back with more here on TalkingWithHeroes.com at FOB Lion in Panjshir province. And as with all of our programs, please let others know about this. Let's really get this out, folks, to millions of people across the country. We'll be right back. I was hoping to have had all of it on already, but we ran into a problem in Basra. They couldn't get the time.
Yeah.
And so I've got... Welcome back, everybody. This is Bob Calvert, your host on TalkingWithHeroes.com. And as you all know, we've been here in Afghanistan now after we left Iraq. And we're here at FOB Lion in Panjshir province. And before we get started on this next segment, I want to once again thank the people that made this trip happen. Without them, I could not have come back so quick. Many of these made the last trip to Afghanistan happen also. Blackhawk.com, newsblaze.com, militaryconnection.com, freedomhunters.org, lauraburgess.com, number5jump.com, soldiersangels.org, and broadbandforamerica.com. And on our last segment, we were talking with Tech Sergeant Jordan White, and he mentioned that we were going to go inside again, as we have in some other places, and look at some of the living quarters. And so, welcome back to Talking with Heroes, sir.
Well, it's good to be back. And I got to preface this little segment by saying this is plush accommodations compared to what I'm used to. I have probably 30 or 40 square feet of plywood bliss, but it's mine. It's 1 bedroom, no bathrooms, no bedrooms. Well, there is 1 bedroom. No living room, no kitchen, no garage, no driveway.
It's private.
It is mine,
right.
And I love it. But
okay,
come
well,
on
let's
in.
go. Before we go in, you had mentioned something about, I mentioned Blackhawk.
Absolutely. Blackhawk, the page when you mentioned Blackhawk, I think the majority of us here carry Blackhawk, the drop-down symbol. I've got it right in my room.
Okay, let's get it. Let's go ahead and go inside. We're going to go inside and see the entryway here and walk.
Just a bunch of plywood now. Come on.
Have a little shelf here.
Absolutely. I put up some shelves. But yeah, we take pride in traveling light and minimalist, but you know you gotta bring some items to keep entertained. Got my little iPod set up. A lot of us deal with stress in different ways. I go to the gym all the time. I enjoy working out and we get through the